What's going on there, friends? My name is M. and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Symphonia Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. Wrapped up last time. We went around Tethe'alla and Sylvarant and did various side quests, mainly ones that changed our outfit for a lot of our characters. And now in this part, we're going to be doing what's probably the craziest part of this game. So, let's do it. I'm not particularly excited for it. So, we've been going around and collecting Devil's Arms. So, let's go ahead and talk to Abyssion, since we collected quite a handful of them. We're down to the last one. Yeah, it looks like we'll be able to save you soon. Thank you. With this, my lifelong dream will finally come true. I'll go on ahead to the Temple of Darkness where the ritual to seal them will be performed. When you have obtained the last one, please come to the Temple of Darkness. Gotcha. Persea, I will be waiting for you as well. I wonder where the last piece of Devil's Arms is. The fact that we still haven't found it, even after searching for this much, may indicate that, like the disaster, someone is in possession of it. Is there anyone that would actually want something that dangerous? Oh, what is it, Genus? There is someone. Koten of Hakunisha Peak. That old geezer. So, I guess we go to Hakunisha Peak. Oh, by the way, I just want to let y'all know, I'm level 76, everybody else is like 73, 75, etc, etc. You can do this at 70-ish. You want to be at 70. They didn't have to make a statue like that. Aren't you happy? I'd love it if it was me. Oh, I know. It's because the statue has better measurements than you do. What does that mean? You better shut up or I'll smack you. Don't get mad just because I'm right, Sheena. Ow! Hey, ow! You stupid Chosen. Man, Zealous is really into it. Alright, but welcome back to Hakunisha Peak. And now we're gonna go ahead and talk to Koten. Whoa, the sword is reacting! Oh, it's you people. Good timing. Take a look at the staff. It was lying in the grasslands near Pamakasa. Isn't it impressive? I'm sure it's extremely valuable. This is... Lloyd, this is the last Devil's. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The sword is reacting to it. Old man, give us the staff. Now, not again. Would you people stop that? This is going to be my new staff. My old one is almost broken. So you can't have it. Well, I see you're just as stingy as ever. Shut up. Oh, I know, Koten. Are you familiar with the priest's crowns from the Asgard ruins? Ah, the crown of heaven and the crown of earth. I heard the crown of earth was carried off by someone 5 years ago. How about trading for that? What? You have the crown of earth? I received it from a certain person 5 years ago. Well, what's your answer? Very well, it's a deal. Is that even okay, though? You received it from someone 5 years ago. That's a long time ago. Is that okay? It's fine, the crown of earth is meaningless by itself anyway, and there's no point in clinging to items I received from him. Him? Nothing, I'm sorry. Now we have all the Devil's Arms. Let's go to the Temple of Darkness. Alright, and now it's the Temple of Darkness. This is kind of embarrassing. Ah, just accept it. Everyone wanted a way to express their thanks in a way you could keep and remember. But I didn't really do anything. Yeah, you really didn't. Hey, you're not supposed to agree. Alright guys, so we are back here in the Temple of Darkness, and I am towards the end of the dungeon, because where else would you find Abyssion? So coming up, what you want to do is, like I said, you can be 70 and be fine, but I went the extra mile and did 76. I have done many practice sessions of this upcoming part with a lot of them being very unsuccessful. I searched on a lot of different internet resources to figure out the best possible strategy to go about with this. And, well, there's a few different strategies that work for some people, and even you can find your way of going about, but here's what I did. So I have Lloyd, Colette, Genus, and Rain. If we go to Tech, I am going to shortcut Genus to use Meteor Storm. What this means is essentially I'm going to make Genus use Meteor Storm, and then I'm also going to make Rain use Revitalize. Just so with just simple trigger buttons, I am making them do this. I'm also going to have Demon Fang, Sword Rain, Rising Falcon, and Tiger Blade. Next up, I set Colette to have Grand Cross. So I disabled all of these other moves, so that way Colette can only use Grand Cross. Now some people say that Pow Hammer is also really good, but you gotta be really lucky in order to use Pow Hammer. And right now, Colette does not have the best luck stats, at least for me. You can make Colette have really good luck stats by various items, grinding her. Next up, you want to have Genus use really good moves. So I set Explosion, Ground Dasher, Dreaded Wave, and Meteor Storm. Basically, all of Genus's advanced special moves. And then for Rain, a lot of people like to say to just disable every move except for Revital. But I have left Rain's special moves on. You could set up unison attacks if you'd like, but I'm not going to bother with the unison attacks. Now, for X skills, I specifically gave Rain and Genus really good X skills. Genus has level 3 Rhythm, and then level 4 Speed Cast, Spell Charge, and Spell Save, which will grant Genus to have the ability Concentrate, which means that if Genus is preparing a magic move, then Genus will not get interrupted even if he gets hit. Same thing for Rain. If you have level 3 Speed Cast as well as level 4 Item Pro, Happiness, and Spell Save, then Rain will have the Concentrate ability, which means that if she's preparing a healing move for us, she will not get interrupted. For equipment, I recommend having Star Mail, Star Helm, Star Gauntlet, any equipment that resists fire, because there's a lot of fire moves coming up, and this means you will not flinch if you get hit by a fire move. You'll also tank more fire moves as well as equipping as many stat boosting as possible for all my characters. So these are, I'm just going to show you guys what I got in case somebody wants to follow along with my strategy. Again, like I said, everybody has their own different strategies. There's a few strategies that work, but this is the strategy that worked best for me. And then finally, make sure you stock up on items. Lots of items. I should have more energy tablets, but I think this will do. So, here we go. Let's head on down the stairs. I'm going to avoid this one enemy, hopefully, because this one enemy will try to fight me. I don't feel like fighting him. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, so we make it, and look, there he is. I've been waiting for you. Please hand me the devil's arms. Alright. Finally, everything once again before me. That's a Necronomicon. Why does he have the Forbidden Book of Darkness? It overflows. So this is the dark power of the Dark Lord Nebulum. What happened? The Necronomicon is said to contain spells to revive the dead. It can't be. Yes, Nebulum has just been revived right here, right now. The power of Nebulum will turn this world into darkness that abides by the order of evil. You lied to us. Dang you! I'm not going to let you get away with this. All who interfere shall be consumed by darkness. Okay. Oh, something else I forgot to show you guys is the strategy. So, obviously, I assume that most people will be playing as Lloyd, so you can keep Lloyd's strategy the same because you're going to be playing as Lloyd. But for Colette, Genus, and Rain, I have them all have attack the same, and they all have at once, with Rain having heal. And then I set Colette and Genus to have long-range magic, so that way they don't go straight for Abyssion and have just me worry about most of the aggro for this fight. Now, also, the other thing that's worth mentioning is if you look up online resources, they mention using All Divide. I would not recommend that unless you're playing the GameCube version. because the All Divide is nerfed in every version except for the GameCube version. And with that, the fight begins. So, Abyssion has 125,000 HP. That is the most amount of HP any boss in the game will have. Thus, making this the absolute hardest fight in the game. So it is very hard to, like, not a lot of people will even, have mentioned that they've ever succeeded finishing this fight off unless they are at an extremely high level. So I'm actually doing post-commentary over this fight because I spent a good amount of time during the actual recording focusing on this fight for a very good reason. This fight is very hard. So as you see, my strat is have Lloyd do most of the aggro for the fighting, and have the other three characters just cast magic attacks on Abyssion. And so by sending Genus and Rain having using setting shortcuts for Genus to force Genus to use Meteor Storm and Rain to use Revitalize. It's so useful. Otherwise, you can. You can also just go to your menu and force them to use specific magic moves as well. But it is way too inefficient to do that. Also, you might notice that it's very hard to interrupt Abyssion's attacks. So one key thing is just knowing knowing Abyssion's attack patterns when he's aggroing you. It's usually after he does the beast attack is usually a pretty good opportunity to actually do some damage on him. Magic attacks, when characters use magic attacks on Abyssion, it's very likely he will flinch, and then therefore when that happens, it's your opportunity to do some attacks. So using I like using Grand Cross because Grand Cross has a very good chance at interrupting Abyssion's moves. Some people will also like to use Zelos, and have Zelos use attacks and magic attacks. And then some other people will also rely on using Colette to use Pow Hammer a lot to have Colette's luck stats really high in preparation, because what can happen with Pow Hammer is that Pow Hammer has a very rare chance, unless you're very lucky, to where one of the Pow Hammers will actually inflict poison. And if it works, then that is the easiest strategy on Abyssion, because his HP will constantly drain down until he's at 1 HP. Again, it is luck-based. It doesn't work very often, so I have opted not to do that strategy. So what you want to do in this fight is, obviously you want to have a lot of items. So I'm healing myself if I'm at low HP, because as you can see, Rain using Revitalize does take a while for Rain to actually prepare that move. So if I need health really quickly, then I will use Lemon Gels on myself. You also want to pay attention to Rain, Genus, and Colette's TP. And if they're low on TP, because you're going to want them to use magic attacks a lot, at least with my strategy, then you want to use either a Miracle Gel or a Pineapple Gel. Ideally a Miracle Gel, so that way they can get HP and TP back. You can also use a Unison attack, if, in order to interrupt Abyssion's, if Abyssion's about to use a really bad move that you don't want him to use, you can use Unison attack. But you really want to use a Unison attack at just the right time because he won't flinch from a Unison attack. So, yeah, as you can see, using equipping fire-resistant equipment on Lloyd is really good because, as you can see, when I get hit by Abyssion's Meteor Storm or even Flame Lance, I'm not falling back as easily. It also helps if when Abyssion uses some magic attacks, such as like Spread. It helps to figure out how to dodge them in order to minimize as much damage as possible. Keep on blocking while Abyssion is comboing you. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt a lot. Another thing that you can do is if any of your party members are down, that's not Lloyd, then you can rely on Rain to use Resurrection. But again, Resurrection takes time for Rain to charge, and if Abyssion decides to target Rain, then Rain could be in trouble. You can also see how good Concentration is, because when Abyssion, you can see sometimes that when Abyssion's aiming for Rain or Genus, they're not getting interrupted, even if Abyssion is trying to combo them pretty hard. But it's also really bad if Abyssion it goes after them because you want to have Rain and Genus to constantly use magic attacks. So, as you can see right here, Rain is a bit low on TP, and, you know, having Rain to use Revitalize and Resurrection, it costs a hefty amount of TP, especially for Rain, so ooh, that was a close move. You know, you definitely want to constantly heal Rain's TP up when necessary. So, as you see, I'm low on HP, so I'm gonna have somebody else to use an item on me. Please don't kill me. Okay, I am still alive, somehow. So at some point, Abyssion, I've done quite a lot, and I'm very far into the fight, so at this point, Abyssion should be around almost done, not, like, absolutely almost done. So, oh man, right there, I kind of messed up, so, alright, thanks Rain for using Revitalize. And so, let's see, yeah, so right there I was hesitating on using an item, but decided to just to continue with the fight. Use Tiger Blade, and just other berries outside of equip. You can use Rising Falcon a lot if you want an easy chance at attacking him and dodge his moves at the same time. That is another efficient strategy, but I don't think it's as efficient as what I'm doing. Basically, what I'm doing here is just playing very defensively, more defensively than how I've approached every other boss fight up until this point. Like, you definitely want to have a strategy for this fight. You do not want to go in and just hoping that it's going to go well, because it's not going to go well if you don't have a plan going into this. So, having Colette using Grand Cross there, that's my opportunity to do some moves. Abyssion goes for Spread. I managed to interrupt his moves, just like that. Okay, Rain goes for a Revitalize, and she's now low on TP again, so I'm going to go ahead and use another Pineapple Jump on Rain. Goes for Ignition, so I'm going to dodge that move, and then use a Demon Fang while I'm dodging. That's okay, it kills Rain, so that means I need to revive Rain. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Genus goes for a Meteor Storm. He goes for Ground Dasher. Oh boy. Oh, we win! Let's go!
And don't come back!
Oh! Did we get him? Whoa, what the? He is calling. Nebulum, he wants to devour our souls and turn us into creatures of darkness. This girl's loneliness and isolation is a fitting darkness for my body. Persea! Lloyd! Persea's body is possessed. The Necronomicon, if we can do something about it. What was I doing just now? It was nothing, it's fine now. I've caused trouble for everyone again, I'm sorry. No, Persea, the devil's arms caused this. It's not your fault. I'll show you what we should do to something like this. Boom, baby! Burn the book! The valuable Necronomicon, my precious research material! Professor. Alright. And that is Abyssion. The hardest fight in the game, requires very specific strategy, and like I said, there are a few different ways to go about, but that is the strategy that worked out for me. And it worked out again. So, with that, I guess the last thing to do is confront Mythos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.